Okay, this morning I'm gonna try the seasonal feeding with a sprinkling of blueberry seed mix for Blue. I'm gonna take Capri to school and see how we do, because we apparently have a few grams to lose. And oh, look at you, you're just a little foodie now. And I'm hoping we can switch from the sweet potato balls to seasonal feeding. Yeah. So I just dropped off Capri at school and came back and found this little one talking up a storm on top of the cage and made a mess. Didn't really look like Blue ate much of the seasonal feeding part as much as just the seeds on top. You little bugger. So yesterday Blue did pretty good on the fresh food, so I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try this time with no seeds and see if she goes for it. Normally she has pellets all the time, but I think that's gonna sabotage my fresh food efforts. So I'm not giving this until later in the day. So technically Blue's moving over to 2 meals instead of having access to food all the time. She had access to food all the time because we were worried about her weight. And now that we know that she's a little bit over, we're able to experiment a tiny bit and try to move her to 2 meals a day. So let's try it. Hey Blue, good morning. I got breakfast. And put it over here. And I'm gonna leave her with that and come back a little bit later, probably give her half the day with that. Okay, so I shouldn't say half the day. I'm actually going to give her like a couple hours and I'm gonna check, and if she hasn't touched it, I'm gonna sprinkle blueberry seed mix on it and continue to do that until she shows interest. And then this evening, I will give her the pellets. So I'm super proud of Blue. Did a pretty good job eating. Like, it's all just sort of a mess. However, I left Blue's cage open and Blue's not here. And guess where Blue is? Blue found her way to Barry's cage and found Barry's pellets. You are so busted. You're supposed to be eating your fresh food. Not cool. So 1 point for Blue, 0 points for me. Barry, you're not supposed to let this happen. So Blue just got all sorts of body language on me when I just pointed at her and said I was going to take her out of the cage. Blue, taking out of the cage. Look at that. I've never seen that body posturing before. It's all possessive of these pellets. Blue, you need to come out right now. This is so not gonna go well. Barry, help me out. Oh man, I think I'm just pooned today. I'm gonna have to just start over tomorrow.
This morning we're giving Blue our seasonal feeding for breakfast.
Can already hear her.
I know. She's like, what's this?
Where's my sweet potato ball?
What do I do? Guys, what do I do?
Do you guys hear Blue? Just screaming, 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 screaming. This is what we're dealing with during diet conversion. It's kind of brutal. You just scream and scream and scream all the time. Oh, it's a lot. The good news is, look at this face. Oh my gosh, a little angry face. But messy face, right? That's from seasonal feeding. I did have to mix it with a little bit of seed mix, and you can see that pretty much the seed mix is gone and the mess that has been made. Yeah, you made that mess, but I consider that really well eaten for Blue. Oh my gosh, why are you mad at me? It's like, I'm mad because I just want my sweet potato ball. So here's the thing. Capri started sabotaging my diet conversion plans for Blue, which is a bummer. So Here's why. She would feel bad that Blue was like screaming and basically like throwing a fit about not having the sweet potato balls anymore. And she would just like give her pellets or whatever. And the problem is that started making Blue eat like 90% pellets and 10% seed. And like, that's not ideal. So I just put pellets in to reward you, Blue, for eating the fresh food. Blue's so excited. It's like, yes, I'm going down there. So Blue really enjoys our pellets and would probably just eat a diet of our pellets easily if we would let her. And so we have to be really, really mindful that we don't overdo it on pellets now, because that sabotages how much fresh food Blue will eat. So we have to just be really, really careful. And Capri has a lot of empathy for Blue and just constantly thinks that any screaming means that she's totally upset with life. And since Capri believes that this bird deserves to be happy all the time, she kind of equates that to having the food that she wants. And I think a lot of people do this, and you just have to have a little bit of tough love, because it is in Blue's best interest to eat healthier than just the pellets. The pellets are a great start, and the seed mix is great too, but just because it's our seed mix. But we need fresh foods in the diet. That's where a lot of the health benefits come from. So we need to make sure that 50% of the, will you quit posturing at me? 50% of the diet is coming from that seasonal feeding system. So I'm gonna continue what I'm doing by offering the seasonal feeding system mixed a little bit with the seed mix in the morning, and not give the pellets till later. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon right now. So yeah, so that's what our diet conversion journey currently looks like. I have to do this while Capri's at school, otherwise she sabotages me. And on the, oh my gosh, I know you're gonna get mad. I need to grab the seasonal feeding out, okay? I need to, because you shouldn't have it anymore. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, on the recent road trip we did, Capri went back to sweet potato balls with the seed mix because it was easier. So we kind of lost a little bit of footing there. So that's why Blue's just like screaming a fit when it's just seasonal feeding in the morning. And I have to lock Blue in to the cage. Normally we kind of have the cage open and Blue can kind of free roam, but I've had to lock Blue in the mornings when I give seasonal feeding. Otherwise, Blue finds a way to Blueberry's cage, where I usually keep pellets 24/7. So it's been very problematic. We've had a lot of issues. We're figuring it out though. You guys, we just had a breakthrough moment. I gave Capri Blue's breakfast to give to Blue this morning. And when Capri gave Blue breakfast, oh my gosh, it's all over your face. The bowl of pellets was still in this cage. And I came over and was like, oh no, you can't serve them at the same time, because Blue almost always chooses to eat the pellets instead. But the cool thing is, Blue did not. Blue actually went straight for this breakfast and has been eating the seasonal feeding breakfast, which we sprinkle a little bit of blueberry seed mix throughout it. But Blue went for this instead of the pellets, which is fantastic. I just did remove the old dishes, but it wasn't a problem. So Blue is eating this for breakfast and pellets for the second meal, and we're really happy with this. So, and that face is so messy. Hey Blue, can I see your face? Your face. Your face. Oh, no, no. Oh my gosh, your face. Wiping it off so there's no proof. Well darn, now I see your face.
So currently Blue only the seasonal feeding system on its own. So you have to add blueberry seed mix to it for a while. Once Blue eats all the seed off the seasonal feeding, she stops eating it, so we have to add more. Diet conversion can be a long process, but it's okay. So hang in there if you're having trouble converting your bird. Find our diet recipes at birdtricks.com. See you guys in the next video.